I mean, I want to destroy her. I'm going to ruin her life, probably. I personally, in my opinion, hold her responsible for the CPS thing, which is obvious based on the call.
Denims just sued Ethan Klein for defamation after he accused her of calling CPS on him. And this might just be one of the most dramatic lawsuits in YouTube history. Let me explain. On March 7th, Ethan and Gila revealed on the H3 podcast that the CPS came to their home after they received an anonymous complaint that their house was a mess, that there was allegedly dog poop everywhere, and that Sonny, their 1-year-old son, had allegedly caught Giardia after putting poop in his mouth. Since the report was filed anonymously, Ethan couldn't have possibly known where the call came from, but since he's currently in a huge beef with a few creators, he believed they were trying to get back at him.
They were able to provide enough details because of what I said on the show to make it appear that it was somebody. He said, like, when he first showed up, he's like, it's somebody that you know who made the report. And I'm like, no, okay. So, I mean, they used, I mean, yeah, you could easily impersonate.
Although the CPS officials mentioned that the call came from someone who works at the house, Ethan believes this was probably a lie, and the person was only impersonating one of his employees.
You appear to have publicly acknowledged CPS indicated to you that someone who works at your home, oh my God, literally lying about what I said, saying that they were somebody that works at the house, and they wanted to report us because our kids are crawling around eating dog shit.
And that was when he started to claim that Denims and her community were probably behind the call, all because of this clip.
Ethan, the dog poops are 100% attracting flies. This is from 3 years ago. Didn't his kids get like Giardia from the dog poop around the house? Dude, in what world do you...
Then there's this other stream where Denims seems to be reacting to a bad empanada clip, where he claimed that Ethan's home was allegedly unhygienic for his kids. And while some claimed that her chat talked about calling CPS on Ethan in this clip, others accuse Ethan of allegedly covering up the real chat in order to spread a false narrative about Denims.
So now the house is just like covered in dog shit. And he has kids, and his kids like crawl into the dog shit, and God forbid, I don't know what they do with it. I don't know if they eat it, or if it's just from like contact with it with their hands.
Although Ethan claimed that he didn't know who called CPS on him during his debate with Hassan, he didn't exactly change his stance about the role Denims, Hassan, Frogan, and their audience played in the situation. Which brings us to this tweet Denims made on May 8th, announcing that she was taking legal action against Ethan. Ethan Klein, retract, or you may want to replace your lawyer who can't do shit. Despite publicly acknowledging that I have never endorsed and even denounced calling CPS on Ethan, he has continued to spread this malicious lie. We should hold influential creators like this to the same standard we hold anyone else to. I am going to do my part. If Ethan Klein doesn't retract his lies about me, I will look into legal avenues to convince him that he should have. In the lawsuit, she pointed out several instances where Ethan accused her of making the CPS call, or at least spearheading it. Like on March 7th during the same stream I talked about earlier, where Ethan said Denims is participating in this CPS lie. On March 10th, when he said, quote, Denims endorses this. Clearly, as you can see, she's not moderating this at all. And it's pretty much 100% of the comments saying, call CPS on them. Their kids should be taken away, as well as calling her the real villain of the video, and a quote, terrorist sympathizer who supports CPS coming and taking my children away. He then continued by saying, she's directly responsible for CPS coming to my house. She's directly linked to the CPS coming to my house. Doing what she did, being like, oh, let's call CPS. He's an abuser. He neglects his children. Like, we need to call CPS. Obviously, Ethan didn't mince words with his claims that Denims was behind the CPS call, and when he found out that Denims was suing him, he doubled down.
In my opinion, hold her responsible for the CPS thing, which is obvious based on the call. So she thought it would be wise to sue me, the victim. I mean, I want to destroy her. I'm going to ruin her life, probably. She's suing the victim of her crime.
As for how the whole lawsuit will turn out, we'll have to leave that for the court to decide whether Ethan's claims were defamatory or not. However, in the court of public opinion, aka the internet, Denims is getting cooked, which isn't surprising since she's been involved in quite a lot of controversy for a while now. While some are trying to spin the lawsuit as an attack on Ethan, who many consider to be the victim in this case, others accuse her of trying to take money from her fans with the GoFundMe campaign she launched to fund the lawsuit. As of the time I'm making this video, the GoFundMe has received over $32,000 and it's still going. But will this lawsuit go forward, or will the whole thing be thrown out and forgotten? We'll have to wait and see.